they don't understand.
Killing yourself.
They understand what you're telling them.
But they don't, do they? They just...
Because the deaths show how important it is.
They just say you're a terrorist or...
The terrorism message.
But they don't get it, do they? They just pass laws and lock people up, and...
If enough people did it, because they don't really feel terror, do they? They don't live in terror. If they lived in terror, they'd be getting the message.
Would you do it yourself?
I don't think I would, no.
Because you're scared?
I don't think that message is what I wanted to say.
Doctor, one thing before I go. Can you just tell me how long I got?
There's really not an exact answer to that.
I'd be grateful for anything. You can give me an idea, please.
Well, let me say that 10% of people with this condition are still alive after 3 years.
That's helpful, I guess. Thank you. I don't know if I should tell you.
What?
But you are my friend more than she is.
What is it?
What do you think yourself? Is it better to know things or not to know things? Is it better to just let things be the way you think they are, the way they really are? Because if someone tells you something, that might change everything. And do you want that? Do you think it's interfering, or is it what a friend ought to do?
You're going to have to tell me now, you know that.
But some people say that you shouldn't say anything because you don't want to hear anything against your best friend. But I do keep seeing them together. And okay, so last night I was having a drink with her, right? And he just sort of turned up. And after a bit, they left together, and he barely even bothered to come up with an excuse. So I just wondered. I don't know. I'm probably making it all up, and it may all be perfectly all right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even said anything. Oh dear. I've told you now.
They're having an affair.
They are? You know that? You knew that?
Yes, I've known that for quite a while.
How long?
3 years.
And you're okay with it?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
You shouldn't just fire someone by email!
I'm sorry, you can have
I'm just saying it needs to be face to face.
I do appreciate, but
I need you to look me in the eye and you say you're firing me.
Redundancy
You're
is not...
fired. Just say it. You're fired. You're a coward. You can't say it.
Look, why don't you go talk to my PA and she'll
Just
make
say
me...
it. You're fired. Just say it.
Oh, Mom's out.
What?
I've got something to tell you.
Okay.
But you need to look at me.
I'm listening.
I need to feel like you're really paying attention.
I can pay attention to other things at the same time. I'm not brain dead. I can see and hear everything.
Will you listen?
I'm listening. F off. This is going to take long.
Don't pay attention then. I just thought you might like to know that Mom's not your mother. I'm your mother. Mom's your nan, okay? Did you listen to that?
Does Mom know you're telling me?
I just decided.
Are we going to tell her you told me?
I don't know, do you think?
Why didn't you say before? She doesn't want me to know. She's gonna go crazy.
It'll be okay.
How old were you? Wait, 13. You were 13? 13?
Yeah, that's why.
It's probably better than not being born.
That's what I thought. I thought you'd like to be born.
Who's my dad then?
Well, I didn't see him anymore. He went to a different school. He was 12.
I don't think I feel like you're my mom, though. I don't have a sister. I don't like that. Do you want me to feel different about you?
I just didn't want it to be something I could never say.
I'd like it if everything could go on as it was.
You mean not tell Mother?
Do we have to?
But then you'd have something you could never say.
I've got a stomach.
Look, I don't care if she goes crazy.
So long as it's you she goes crazy with.
I can tell her to leave you alone because I'm your mother.
I don't think that works.
What did you do that for?
I thought.
What do you think is gonna happen to
I
you?
know, but.
And to me, and the kids. Did you think about that?
It seemed like the right thing to do.
So we'll have to go change who we are and
I
go
didn't
live
say-
somewhere else. And you'll be a protected witness. And all our life we'll be living in fear in a mobile home in a desert in America.
I didn't say who I was. I just made the phone call.
From your own phone?
No, of course not from my own phone. I'm not stupid.
Well, you are, but okay. From a public?
Yes, of
But
course.
near here, like in the high street.
No, I took a train.
You took a train? When?
This morning, I took a train to Brighton.
Why Brighton?
I don't know. It's somewhere you can go quickly on a train.
So you weren't at work. You weren't at work. You could have got the kids from school.
I was in Brighton.
I'd have liked to have a day out in Brighton.
It wasn't a day out in Brighton. I simply took the train to Brighton. I made the call on a public phone. I got the coffee, and I took the train back.
But what did you say?
I just gave them the name. I said, this is the person you wanted connection with. No, I won't give you my name. Thank you. Goodbye. That's all.
But if they know the call came from Brighton and they find out you knew him who went to Brighton.
They won't do that. They don't need to know who I am. They just need to know who to look at.
But if they know the call came from Brighton.
But they won't know what I did in Brighton.
You can't be sure of that. What if he's got a mate in the police who says they got a tip? It was you. The call came from Brighton, and someone else says they saw you getting on the train to go to Brighton.
How likely is that? Do I have a mate in the police? Why would he have a mate in the police? You're making a whole thing up. That's not going to happen.
I just don't see why you had to do it.
It wasn't very nice what he did, was it?
He is a friend of yours.
He is not a friend of mine.
He's not now. He doesn't know he's not now. What if you see him? What if I see him? What if he comes around here and says, the police are on to me. What can I do? Can you help me?
You're making things up again.
No, I am not. That is what's going to happen.
It's a message. I don't think that message is what I want